What is up, guys? I am JKU390, and in honor of the Super Bowl, I'm doing a quick game in Madden. I'm sure unless you actually read the title, you guys are probably thinking, so are you going to be playing as the Ravens or the 49ers? To which I respond, neither. I made my own team, and I'm going up against a randomly created team in this game. Other thought you might have is, JKU, is this Madden 2013? To which I respond, no, this is not. We're actually going to go back in time 10 years, and we're going to be playing some Madden 2003 for the PS2. I'm in post-commentary right now, so sit back and please enjoy. Alright, so here we are in Madden 2003. There are your controls. I'm probably not going to be this excited the entire time. I'm just trying to be a little bit right now. I'm actually going to pop this out to make it where it's a bigger screen for me. There we go. I'm watching this again in post-commentary, but I'm going to try and commentate like I did when I was playing. The reason I didn't record my audio was I had my microphone and stuff moved, but that's okay. I'm going to be cutting stuff out because, well, I didn't want some of the copyrighted music for obvious reasons. So yeah, we're playing as True Friends Gaming, and we're going up against a random team called Galaxy. I think they're like the worst team in the entire game. I played against 3 teams, and this was just my favorite one, so I kept this one. Well, actually, the first one I actually lost that footage. The second one, I think I still have it, but I like this one better. The other one was just a practice anyway. So they're kicking it off to us, and something I wanted to try and do here was just stay back and let it bounce out of bounds. Because for anybody that actually plays football, or knows about it, if it goes out, then you get to move up some. So I just stay back and let it actually bounce out so that I get to move my team up. Yeah, I'm kind of a douche with that, but yeah. So I was originally picking my plays, but I realized that just takes way too long. So after a while, I started using the Ask Madden thing, which is you just press square and you ask Madden. I keep getting distracted because I look over and see what my friends are talking about on Skype as well, which would be Upside Down Grunt and Tarvidi. Yeah. So, I'm playing against the defense, and if you haven't noticed already, there's people on this team that aren't even part of the True Friends. So, I'm not really sure whose playbook I'm using. I forgot to select my own, which kind of sucks, but oh well. But I've got members of the Alliance of Acquaintances, I've got True Friends Gaming, and it's just other people that we've actually LP'd and stuff with. Also, any of the random people that you see that aren't part of True Friends Gaming are actually part of the Indianapolis Colts during 2003 session. The reason for that being you had to pick a pre-team. It's like, what team do you want to use for your custom team? So I just went with my home state of Indiana. I was like, Indiana, I got the Colts. But a lot of people I just went ahead and sacked and replaced them with my team. I just unfortunately wasn't able to sack everybody. So there was Dre getting taken down right there. I think the first play was actually Chibi from True Friends Gaming. That was Dre, or Desiree, from the Alliance, which is another group that all the members of TFG are part of, if you guys don't know. We haven't done anything with it, unfortunately, but yeah, we're the Alliance of Acquaintances. So a lot of the earlier stuff, I was just trying runs, and I was like, okay, so these guys actually have a pretty good defense going here. You don't see too many teams going for it the first half of the game. Also, some of the players you might realize are a bit broken. Or, I don't even know where I was going with that. That's Alex, or DG, because I had it for Death God, because I didn't know what to make his last name. I didn't want to use anybody's actual last names, but he doesn't use the name Death God anymore, so I just put DG. I guess I could have put Alex or Alex, but whatever. Oh yeah, but I still didn't like that I had to have random people on the team from that. So I'm also talking about some of the other players there are. Right now I'm playing as Your End Is Near. That is one of Kirk or Prieston's friends, Jeff, who's done stuff with us in streams and potentially possible future Let's Plays. You might join in on with Kirk or something, I don't know. Yahoo, you just saw there, if you've noticed him, that's my friend Tristan. If you watch my Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, you've seen him. And I'm also playing right there as MJ, which is Marilyn Jutsu, friend Dalton. He's probably one of our best sackers in this, which is why I was using him a lot. Because believe it or not, I actually do enjoy football, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. Brooks, that's a random person. I'm not sure who I was playing as there. I think it says Canadian, or... Yeah, so that's Haru Soul's friend, Nicole. So I made her, and because I didn't really know what to use for a username or anything, I just put Canadian. I did that with one other person too, but that's fine. So again, I'm in post-commentary. I don't know how much of this I'm actually going to end up cutting. So I'm just going to kind of try and talk through all of it, which is good and bad. Bad because I don't know fully what to talk about. Good because, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to start commentating the actual thing. There was Chibi getting the ball, and again, being taken down relatively quick. The problem with mine is, even though I have all of our stats basically peaked, well, who am I kidding? I have all of our stats peaked. I am very bad at throwing. My character just doesn't want to throw properly. Well, that and I'm just bad with it. And there was a nice pass to Tarvidi, but it was out of bounds. A lot of my, well, the original offense I made are all the True Friends members. My halfback is Chibi, and then I have two wide. Actually, wait. Yeah, two wide receivers, which are Tarvidi and Preeson. I have my center, which is Sora, and then our actual kicker is upside down Grunt. I had to think about that for a second. I actually got myself confused. But yeah, so that's Sora up in front of me, and then behind me is Dre and Chibi. Dre being our fullback. Whoever's playbook I used here I didn't like as much because there weren't as many plays for the fullback, and I always like using that length of the fullback and halfback, using them both as running up and then the other one defending. Well, especially since my character, like I said, is not the greatest. Like here, I like this play, but it didn't work very well. And don't worry, the game actually does pick up. The skill does get better. I don't like how they're all yelling defense in the background, though. So, it's a shame I actually didn't hand that off to Dre, because that would have been a good one. I don't know why I made that. I guess I just heard and tried to make that throw. But yeah, they almost got an interception there, which would have sucked. So here we go with the field goal attempt. We're using upside... Actually, I'll go into normal commentary mode. So they've got upside down Grummet to make the kick. Let's see how he does. He's got it powered up, and he's running. And the viewers have it. That's right. Anybody actually watching this game right now. Every single one of you. And you made a touchdown, so good job, my viewers. Anybody that watches this, I thank you. Which, to be honest, for how many players I made on this team, like, for backups, if you're a subscriber or something, you might actually already be part of this team. So, you know, there's that. Now here goes Grunt with a possible actual field goal. Who knows? Now he's kicking. So there we go with the, well, first touchdown and field goal for the extra point. I made Grunt be our kicker because, well, he's English. So it's like, yeah, he won't really understand all the stuff with American football. Which, then again, neither does Tarvidi. Even though Tarvidi lives in California. But, oh, excuse me. So I just kind of made him be whatever. Also here, I realized I need to quit because I just kept switching to people and clicking tackle, just like crazy. Which I did a lot in the beginning of this game. And there's background sound I'm going to have to cut out. But yeah. So I made him just do a field goal. His only thing is just kick. There's Yahoo again from Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Also a lot of our old live stream stuff. There's Morakun, one of our Canadian friends. Josh. Him and his twin sister are both in the... Because I made the females too, as you saw with like Dre and stuff. But because you can't really make a female character in this, I had to just put like long sleeve shirts on them, put stuff all over their face, like masks so you couldn't see their face and all this other stuff, to try and keep the idea that they were female. Which is why it was weird making people like, well, basically anybody. But some of the people I put more, I don't really want to say work into, but people I know more how they look, like Sharzak's Eve, who is one of our offensive linemen. So yeah. I forget what position I put Alex in. I was making him hump MJ there, if you guys couldn't tell, though. Because he was leaning over and I was like, yeah, why not? So I kept clicking it.
Well, he slung it in there, but the receiver just couldn't come up with it. Time to call the special team play.
And now they're going in for the punt. And I moved Fox, somebody that used to stream with us quite a bit, over to the side so I could just run in and try and take him out. People that don't know, like, the actual rules of football. Oh yeah, there's freaking Fumbles McGee. There's Eliza, which is Morakun's twin sister. I shouldn't have spun there. I spun the wrong way. I tried to spin left. But anyway, yeah, I call that dude Fumbles McGee because every game I played, the ball would go, and he's just a random receiver who I didn't make, and he'd F up everything. He'd just miss it. Here goes Chibi, going in for the attempted touchdown, which you saw how well that worked there. But it's okay, we're almost down to the first down. I'm trying to, like, think of ways to explain the rules of football, but I can't really do it just and have people make sure they comprehend it. Like the yellow line there, basically I have 4 attempts to try and get past that yellow line. After that, I either have to... Well, actually, after 4, then it's their turn. They get the ball. So, I did, so it doesn't really matter, though. I made a touchdown. So now what I did, I can either make a field goal, which will give me 1 extra point, or I can try and run it or pass it and get more points for it. But you have a better chance if you actually just go for a field goal, which is what I'm doing here. Afterwards, you just kind of kick it to the other team, and then that's how they start their turn. So you want to kick it as far as you can without it going out of bounds, or, well, actually, yeah, basically out of bounds. And also, it is possible to catch it whenever it's in the air like that. I don't know why Dre is the person that kicks off the ball for us. I actually made her friend Dean, or Infernate, or as I think I called him, I think I made his last name Scyther, because his other account is Scyther is awesome, and I was like, Dean Scyther sounds pretty cool. And I think he was just tackled by Alex, but I'm not positive. And I don't know if I finished my statement earlier, but the Morakun and Arlie, which is Rock Lee, so the twins, are actually pretty good defenders. It's weird. I was pretty proud of my team. I think that might be Lucas or Duke. People could have seen him in a future LP that's not out yet, and some stuff we did in the original Minecraft. He's also the host of the server we used in Tekkit, or the admin. See, so I'm starting to run out of crap to talk about, which sucks because this is the 4th down. Or this is the 4th down. This is... Actually, I think it's the end of the first now. Yeah, it's the end of the first quarter. And the score is 14-0. I guess I'll just go ahead and try and keep commentating like I've been trying to do, but I keep trying to talk about who everybody is. Like, I think our center lineman up there is Cat, or Internet Junkie. So just put, like, because it wouldn't fit, Internet, then JNKY. Which is why I think that Alex might actually be the right. And I think Yahoo might... No, he's not left. He's an end. I don't know who our left is. But anyway, they took their 3 attempts. Now they're on their 4th. So they don't want to risk, effing that up and me getting to be this close. So they tried to punt it away. Which, luckily, Fumbles McGee caught at that time. So now we're actually pretty close to be able to touch or make another touchdown. Which hopefully people understand how that works. For people that do watch football, they're like, well, JKU, way to... Well, 1, I'm probably explaining this terribly. And 2, you guys are probably like, wow, it's football. Who doesn't know how to play football? Speaking of which, that was me trying... Oh, they just got tackled by Sharks Eve. That was me trying to get the ball to Prieston so you guys could see what he looked like. And I was way too into trying to get the ball to him to even care if anybody else could have potentially got it. Which Prieston already knows how his character's made. I actually did the same thing in a hockey game where we realized if you make colossal characters, just muscle all the way up, fat all the way up, body all the way up, they're basically unbreakable. And you'll actually get to see more of him later in the game, don't worry. But just the way that Prieston was made is funny as heck. He looks much scarier in this than he does in the hockey game, but again, we never actually did an LP with that, so it doesn't really matter. I guess I could maybe do one like that, because hockey's another sport I enjoy. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So now I think I've explained most of the players on the team. I got Morakun, Lisa, Uranda's near, which is Jeff. My laptop just went off. The guy in the middle, I'm not really sure who that is. So yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and do it. So, 17 threw the ball to number 88, who was immediately taken down by number 42 of the True Friends Gaming. Of the AOA, of the whatever team. I remember I made the name TFG, and I don't know if I made the actual team. No, I made the team name the True Friends Gaming, and I made our bowl, or no, our dome, which we're not playing at right now. I forget to change that to the Alliance of Acquaintances, which holds 9,999,999 people. Because, I mean, why not? I want a lot of people to be able to go to our games. So it's like Yahoo and stuff, I always tried to move him around to try and sack the QB. I'm not really sure who that was that got him. Number 70. Oh, it's Death God. Or no, that's not... I don't know who that was. Might have been Death God. Yeah, I don't know. There goes Death God to try and get a sack. And I'm not sure who that was. I think that was Lane, which is Lucas's brother. Bolt Hawk is what I used for him because he always names himself after the Gears of War pistol, the Bolt Hawk pistol. He's just somebody on the server, and I've talked about him a couple times in some of the LPs, so I was like, yeah, I'll throw him in there too. So I've got the two ins speed, Lucas and his brother Lane. There's freaking fumbles, but I actually made him go back, yeah, so it would be a touchback. And I'd actually get to move up a lot closer than our end zone. Because if I got tackled in the end zone, it'd be a safety, and... well, let's just say that wouldn't end well for me. So here we are again on offense. I threw the ball. Actually, I had it immediately hiked to Chibi. I don't know I'm still running by this point. Oh yeah, here's where I started it. Actually, I might have been already. But here's where I really started just not caring anymore and just spamming the Ask Madden button. And sometimes I wouldn't even click what he said. I just hit something else. Yeah, I threw it to Harb since he was wide open and almost to the line. We're at the 2-minute warning. We're almost to the halfway point of the game. Nothing too big. Nothing to worry about. I've got a pretty good lead, 14-0. So here's another running play. One of my favorite ones, actually. I like that one in the pass. There was where I finally learned how to stiff arm. I was like, oh, that was it. Freaking RT, so you said 360 now. R2. Which the bad thing I didn't realize was I thought R2 would automatically stiff arm the person depending on what side they were on, because he went left when I pressed R2. No, it's only one side. So I think that L2 is the other arm. And you switch the football. Okay, there's Preeson right there. He doesn't care, he just runs through everybody. He's just, whatever, I'm freaking Preeson. So I had him showing off. Zigzagging around. And there's the 65-yard touchdown. You can't pass it until you click the back button or select button to enter your name. She's like, oh, okay. And that pops up a couple more times, which is annoying. Because I'm playing it on with a new memory card, new PS2 and everything, so I don't have any of my old saved stuff from, well, back in 2003. But that's all good. So here we go with another field goal attempt now that we got a touchdown. If we make it, we'll bring the score up to 21-0. Viewers, of course, are still holding to hike the ball, and then Grunt just makes the point. So there's the extra point. We get a 65-yard pass from, actually, touchdown from JKU to Preeson. I think this might be where I started to, like, experimenting and testing out new stuff with kicking it. Nope, not yet. Oh, wait, yeah, it was, because that was when I tried to just kick it straight up in the air. And actually get more height on some of the ones later. Oh, that's more music I gotta cut out. That's gonna be the annoying portion of this. That and trying to upload this stupid thing. Not that anybody will really watch it, and if they do, they won't get much enjoyment out of it. For multiple obvious reasons. There's Harsford Nicole just caught the ball and somehow kept making it through that. I did the little victory move to try and dodge that guy tackling, and somehow it worked. I have no idea how, but whatever. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to test my audio and make sure that's still going, because if not, that would suck. And it is, so all is well. Is this full screen? Yes. Alright, so there goes Kyle. We got first down now because we passed the yellow line, which means they get 4 more attempts to try and pass the next yellow line. I know it's not the yellow lines that come from those people. Like Priest and Tarvidi. Actually, I don't think Tarvidi's on the field right. Oh yeah, he is. And White Fox is there. And that would have been perfect if he, didn't throw it out of bounds. I blame my character on that, though. It's weird, my stuff is up so much, but I suck at throwing. But it's all good. I'm up against a really, really bad team. The first team I went up against was a lot better, actually. It was like a really, really close game the entire time, but it was fun still, so whatever. And there's Tarvidi and a touchdown. Right there, I was hoping so bad that Tarvidi and Priest would have jumped into each other, like stomach first, and just see Tarvidi just blast back, just smoke the ground. But it's all good. We're getting this stuff ready for Madden 2013, by the way, if you guys want to... And I don't know if it'll be up by the time the Super Bowl's up, or going, but if so, and you guys actually watch this, please comment down below who you're rooting for, the 49ers or the Ravens, or the TFG or the Galaxy. Actually, don't root for the Galaxies, they're stupid, they're doo-doo. You guys are on TFG, you should root for them, so don't even worry about that one. Who are you guys going for, 49ers or Ravens? And if the game's over, who's your favorite team? The correct answer is TFG. So besides TFG, who's your favorite team? Oh, here's where I was messing around with stuff. I was like, I'll just arch it all the way up. Also, they say he, even if it's a female character, because again, I don't really get to pick that stuff. But yeah, that's a she. That's Desiree. Desidre. As is Eliza, Kat, and a couple other people. On the offensive line, I'm not even sure how many people we have. I know Mega Parody Team is up there on our offensive line. Glorification, Sharzek's Eve, a couple other people. So right now they're calling timeouts so it'll stop the clock. Like right now you see the clock's not moving, and they're trying to do as much as they can to try and get a touchdown, or, before the turn ends and they have to kick the ball back to me. Because that's how it works at the halfway point, which is stupid. Here I kept switching to them and just jumping, which was, again, dumb on my part. And then they called another timeout immediately. They weren't stupid with it. Oh, my computer just went to sleep. Not my laptop, that's what I'm recording on. My actual desktop went to sleep. And now it's making annoying sounds. So they are now at, I think, 2nd and 10. Yeah. They're at the 10-yard line. 10-yard line. They gotta get to the 10, and they're on their second run. They got 2 more after this. But it's okay, they just got it there. Now they can basically just run it in and touchdown. And of course they called them their timeout because they have 9 seconds left. They're really being a-holes with this, to be honest. So like, yeah, field goal block. But because it's me, I didn't trust him. I was like, yeah, I'll be... Yeah, as a random person, I was like, yeah, I'll be Harper. And try and take out the guy that's kicking, or holding the ball just in case. I missed. But yeah, they made a freaking field goal. Which sucks, because that's 6 seconds left, which means I have 6 seconds to get it from after they kick it, for me to get the ball and run it all the way down to their side. So I'm sure you guys know how this is going to work out. Just peachy. So I stayed back so I'd go out of bounds. And then they get their penalty. Which is fine. Now I would probably be an a-holes because they're being a bunch of a-holes, but I calling their timeouts and crap already at the halfway point.
Yeah, the return team loves it when that happens.
And of course, the entire audience freaking rooting for their other team, the Galaxy, because we're playing at their stupid field. I'm not really sure what their field is, what type it is. Oh, okay, there we go. It's just a dome, or a bowl. The AOA dome is a dome. And that one was stupid. It was like, oh, time's up, so I just kind of sat there and got sacked. But, you know, whatever. So, of course, we get to kick it back to them.
Both teams have fared in the first half. Number 45 will be kicking off.
And again, for some reason, it doesn't have Dean doing this, even though Dean and Matt are the two kickers. Oh, excuse me.
He sends this one toward the end zone.
I had Dean do it because he was Welsh, and I was like, yeah, it works.
Number 95 will...
I made an Englishman go for the field goal, so I'll use a Welsh for punting. I don't know who I started. Oh, okay, I was going Death God with that one. My major goal with this was always to just try and sack the person. There I switched to the wrong person. I thought I was switching over to, I think that was Moore, and I ended up switching to Lucas and just ran off to the side. So it just made him look like he was derpy and goofy. And I'm moving my chair like crazy because I keep moving. You know, I just got an idea of how I'm going to actually move my mic to hopefully make this sound a lot better. But I can't right now because, well, it's recording, so maybe not. I think I'll just leave it like it is.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on the 11-yard
Alright.
line.
So again, commentating this is actually pretty challenging, I'm not going to lie, because there's not really much going on other than the game itself, which you guys can see, and you hear John Madden and whoever else talking about it in the background. So, what are they actually going for here? Oh, it's only 2nd and 4. I was thinking that was 3rd or 4th. Well, now it's 3rd, because they just keep trying to rush it in.
Good movement on the snap of the ball for the inside run to work, and it didn't happen on that play.
And they just F that one up. Those two just about went through one another, which, by the way, Prieston's character does clip like crazy, because Prieston is such a large character. His arms go through his body all the time when he's just walking or standing there. And it always just looks funny as heck. Because you see they're at the 4th, but since they're so close, instead of punting it, they're just going to try and field goal for a point. And as always, I tried to tackle the guy who was holding the ball for them, which is also a QB. So now it's them that has to kick it off to us. I was checking who all was out there. So there's Glowify, I saw Tarvidi, and I think Mega's off to the right side. There goes fumbles again. Freaking fumbles McGee.
The visiting team will start this drive from the 30-yard line.
Bang the ball up in there. Those safeties
And I guess we're sprinting
and
this.
that's when you can go over the top.
So they have first and 10 here. Four-man front this time. He tucks it away. Number
Yeah,
38.
running just doesn't work as well on this team unless I'm getting down to the 4th down. I don't like to punt it. I'm like, whatever, I'll just run it.
Some quick linebackers and linemen.
And that's always just how I play every time I play Madden. Sometimes I'll be a bit more serious if I'm playing against, like, you know, real people, but if I'm just playing this or playing it with friends all on the same team, I just, whatever. Because I enjoy playing football and stuff, but I have way too much fun in this game just being stupid.
He surveys the field.
I think I'm going for, maybe Prieston is who I was going for.
Going deep. Nice
And here he goes again.
across midfield.
Gee, what's going to happen?
The 30. The 20.
So again, I had to show off with it.
10. And he's in for the touchdown.
And there's 71 yards. I have to, of course, put in my name again.
Get the touchdown.
He outplayed the defender for the ball on that play. The guy with the best position
Yeah.
usually will come up with it.
So he holds
Prieston and I just kind of like humped each other there.
the catch of the game.
And there's Prieston. He's so huge, he's terrifying. So once again, we're going for the extra point. I thought I'd be nice this LP, because whenever I actually go with it, which there's a fail, I was so close. Good try though, viewers. But yeah, usually I just try and always run that whenever I'm just playing it, but I was like, might as well at least go for the field goals. Here's me trying straight down, which I decided I hated this one because that just goes straight into the guy's hands and he gets to keep running.
Alexander fields it cleanly.
I'm not sure who that was getting up, but it was one of the females of the team because they had the full arm and glove stuff. The only other male on the team that has anything on their arms is Tarvidi, because I was sure he'd want random stuff, so I put like armbands on him, elbow bands on him, and gloves on him. As you see for the team colors, I never even talked about that. I was like, I could go with TFG colors, but those always just look so goofy with like a football equipment. And especially since the one on this game is weird, like if you change the number on the away team, it changes the helmet color on the home team to that. So I was like, I'm just not going to screw around with that stuff. So I just made everything black, and then I put like gold letters, or numbers. Letters and numbers, the letters are on the back. So I guess the closest members of TFG we have are Tarvidi, which is gray. Black is just very, very dark, every color, but dark gray. And Chibi, which his color is gold. Then if you guys don't know, Grunt uses cyan, I use dark green, Sora uses red, and Prieston uses blue. And that's the 6 members of True Friends Gaming.
The quarterback was hit just as he was releasing the pass.
Getting pressure on the quarterback is the easiest way to disrupt the pass.
So yeah, I'm not really sure who that Kendida or whatever. I think that's just a member of the Colts, which is why I didn't really care to use him ever. I always went usually MJ or Death God, or MJ or Alex, simply because... Oh, there's Kat, she got an interception in. I was wondering if I ever used Kat in this. Said she's our middle linebacker.
It's 1st and 10.
And I guess Mora might be the left linebacker, and the right one is Alex. That would make sense. I was like, oh, Prieston's open, and then, of course, yeah, that was a really derpy-looking ball. So I actually went back and checked that out. So here was the ball. It went to the guy, and it bounced off his hand and his helmet, then launched into Prieston, and it bounced off his back and just kept rolling around on him. It just, like, got stuck on his fat roll and was just, like, circling him. So I started looking at everybody. I was like, let's see all we got. Which you guys can see some of the names on the back of all of them. This one made me laugh. It was Mega, and it looks like Mega's just like down over the guy, and he's just like, "No, please." No, I just thought it was funny. Got White Fox, and I got Scotland, because again, I didn't know what really to call her for her name. Haru, and then Prieston again. I was trying to rotate it around him, but I should have put the circle around him first. But whatever. Back to the game.
Be aware of the pressure here. If you feel the heat, you got to make quick decisions. Just make sure they're good ones.
Number 1 sets up, looking downfield.
So here I was just like, okay, who can I throw this to? And then immediately where I was throwing it, the entire team just... Because you saw that... Well, for one, I gotta cut this music out. I didn't throw the ball to who I wanted it to go to. It, like, curved more towards Prieston. And I'm pretty sure I was throwing it to Vidi. So here's Dre running it. I'm not sure if that was 3rd down. Okay, now we're going to 4th down. So I was like, crap. Well, I'm not going to punt it because, well, it's me and I don't like to punt it. Especially when we're this close. Maybe if we're at the very, very... Well, actually, no, even then I don't punt it. And yeah, 1st down. Good job, Chibi. See, so now I've got the ball again. And I'm that much closer to making another touchdown. All because I'm stupid and... Yeah. So I don't know who the Wayne guy is that's over there. Again, another member of the Colts. But I was basically just avoiding everybody that's not part of our team. So even whenever he was open, I'd be like, no, I can't throw it to him. And then, again, I think that one was actually supposed to be to Preeson, but he threw it so far behind him. VD or Haru was running up to catch it. Or maybe they threw it to Haru, I don't know. My legs are falling asleep. There we go. So most of the guys never record when Char is over here. Maybe Bruce Fury. Yeah, there I go with the QB sneak, which is the quarterback, the person that throws the ball, gets to just run it. Which I did and made a touchdown. So that was good. Now I made a touchdown, Tarvides made a touchdown, Preeson's made a touchdown. And is Chibi? I don't know. Grunts, of course, made field goals. Actually, so far, Grunts made every field goal. Oh, and the viewers made a touchdown. That was it. All of you guys made a touchdown. Even if you're like, oh, I don't like this team. Well, you got signed to it. You were in the free agent roster, and you got signed to the True Friends Gaming. From the state Alliance of Acquaintance, from the city Alliance of Acquaintances. So welcome to the AOA TFGs.
He gets the kick away. Alexander.
Speaking of Alexander, Alex just completely flew past the guy. I never know exactly where my person's going to be whenever I move down there, and sometimes I think I'm the wrong person, so I just jump. Which again is stupid, but I usually think it's funny. When I play defense a lot, whenever I haven't played this game in a long time, to be honest. Obviously, it's a 2003 game. And I don't usually play my PS2, but whenever I played this, a lot of times after the offense would go, I just switched to every defensive person and just keep clicking tackle over and over just because. Me and my neighbor Mason would play the crap out of this game.
Moves in motion.
So now I'm MJ again trying to get through their line. Which didn't work very well, but I think he was just clotheslined by Lane. Yeah. Alright.
First and 10.
I'd throw more commentary into this if possible, but I just really don't know what to talk about. It's you guys watching me talk about whenever I played football. And then that was me just trying to get an extra hit in on the guy. And that's the end of the third quarter. There are 4 quarters in football, and we're actually getting close to wrapping this game up. Yippee-ki-yay. Actually, I'm glad that it's getting close to time to wrap this game up.
The Galaxy line up with 2 tight ends. They'll go with a pass. Surveying the field. Gets rid of it.
And there was an interception by my friend Lucas. Shouldn't have spun there. It's there. Again, I spun the wrong direction and it screwed me over. I think I need to press the direction and then click spin, and then I'll actually probably go more left, but he just spun straight right.
First and 10.
Or maybe I do hit right because I try and go right to juke him, then left and spin. Because I'm not sure which button is the juke. Right there, I blame the ref. The ref completely blocked him from catching that ball. Also, for some reason, I throw it like a foot away from... Actually, it's more a foot. It was like a yard and a half further than I need to throw it.
So it's second and 10.
So again, I didn't listen to what John Madden had to say. I just was like, meh, I'll just go with whatever. I was like, oh crap, they're gonna sack me. And Preeson's got the ball. They actually had to surround him like an elephant and just keep jumping on him. How animals would hunt an elephant. They're like velociraptors. Well, velociraptors from Jurassic Park, not the actual prehistoric velociraptors, because those were tiny. But I don't need to get into that. I don't need to go into my nerdiness of dinosaurs. Dinosaur. And there was an interception. As the ball was flying, I was like, ah, crap. Because I threw it way too... Like, look, this is right there. It was supposed to go to Haru, which is back there on the... I can't tell what line that is. But yeah, it didn't.
Boom! This defense will stop him for sure.
And yeah, then if you listen to Madden, he's like always proud of his ideas. He's like, oh, there you go. And I never listen to what it tells me to do. Like right now, I'm Morikun trying to get around the outside for a sack.
Steps up into the pocket, throws it out over to the left.
Luckily, the rest of the team still follows the play. If they all just kind of stood around like me, then I'd be in trouble. Oh, it's more music I gotta cut out. Some of the songs in this are pretty cool, though. But then again, I'm getting a lot of nostalgia from hearing some of the songs in this as well, so... Who knows, maybe I actually hate the song. How long am I in? I'm like 40 minutes in, and this recording session was about 58 minutes. That's not too bad. So there was MJ still sacking the guy. He immediately got straight through, and I think MJ injured their quarterback. That's okay. Good job, Dalton. If so. It wasn't a successful sack, but you still tackled the dude. So that's why I started backing him up, and then I just sprint through. There was another tackle on the quarterback. And they're on their 4th down, so they're going to punt it. So once again, I don't fully trust their punt, so I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go and try and take the guy out anyway. Fumble, so I was like, eh. And it bounces like, I'll just let them return it for me. If they would have actually caught it, though, then they would have had the ball. It would have been their recovery. Unless they kicked it like straight down or something, then it would have been a penalty on them. And if they did it again, I'd get to start up a lot closer.
Looking downfield. Number 1 rolls out to his right. Throwing.
And then VD had that for like a very, very slight second. If I was the ref there, I might have almost called a fumble. Because it's like he had it and then dropped it, but I guess not.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 9.
I think the offense would probably be the most trained people at holding a baby in their life. Obviously, don't smash the baby in between your arm, but... Oh, intercepted. That sucked. And now I think that guy just died because Preeson falls on him. Like, watch this guy's arm whenever he gets smashed by Preeson. If they show it in this. He just... gone. His head's under Preeson. The other way, it looked like his arm went around him. But yeah, his head just got smashed. He's dead. Yeah, I think these guys would be great fathers, because they'd just be like, I'm not dropping this baby for anything. You can freaking tackle me, and this baby's not going anywhere. Here's where I was being stupid and just diving. So they honestly deserved that touchdown, because I was being way too dumb with it. The field goal block, where I always just try and take him out anyway. Oh yeah, I brought MJ back for it. I was like, no, I want to get him anyway. And it didn't affect the guy, he just kind of stood there. So here's the kickoff. Or I think they start being even douchier. Yeah, they start onside kicking it. Luckily Mega was there and Mega picked the ball up. Him and Glowify ran in for it. Or Glowification. You go by your username.
Milk this drive for all it's worth.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 41-yard line. With the carry. Looking for an
I have no idea how Chibi made it through with that. And then, see, there it was, the wrong freaking arm. I was like, crap. If I would have pushed him back, then I would have made a touchdown with Chibi. And then I think other than Kevin, which is the center, it would have made every single member of True Friends Gaming make a touchdown. Or a field goal. That'd be crazy if Matt could run it. He runs up and acts like he's going to kick it, and then just throw the ball up to him and he keeps running through.
It's 1st and goal.
Alright, so here we are with the next play. I was like, okay, here we... And it was almost freaking interception, so I was like, okay. I think at this point I was deciding I'm just going to run it. Yeah, there we go, the quick toss. My favorite, one of my favorite run plays in this book. Again, I didn't have the book I like to use, so wasn't much I could really do with it. And there we go, touchdown with Chibi.
So they get in on the ground.
He sure did. That guy just found a crack in the defense.
Which, by the way, I made Chibi's character as small as possible. One, because, you know, Chibi's small, but two, I just figured, well, he's freaking running back, or he's a halfback, so he's going to be sprinting it. So I'll just make him as quick and agile as possible. Make him like a little squirrel.
The point after is good. But you can't ask for much more out of a drive.
So we are on the
I think the whole team's happy
pretty much
after that
end,
one.
or getting close to the end of the game
Probably
here.
defense to get
Actually,
the
no, I
ball
think there's
back
still
so
one
they go score
more.
again.
There's still one more, isn't there? Oh crap, my headphones came unplugged.
Number 45
Game, be quiet.
is just about ready to
There we
give
go.
this one away.
So yeah, we're at the end of the we're getting close to the end of the stretch, and the score is not looking very promising for them. It's okay though; the Galaxies can still bring it back. Oh nope, Alex just caught the ball and we returned it. Now it's our ball again.
Pretty well in hand.
I have no idea how he got there so fast. Oh, I just realized the person that took out the QB earlier that I thought was Death God but wasn't sure who it was. I think that was MJ. That would be the only other person that has two letters on the back of their jersey. DG and MJ.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Yeah, that play right there is awesome. And freaking Preeson running straight up through it again. And I'm like, show off time. So basically what happened there, if you didn't see it, is I throw it to Chibi. Chibi runs one way, and then he hands it off to Preeson, who takes off the opposite way.
You better kick it here.
So in the rest of the game, I was like, I'm just going to keep using that for the rest of this game. The next 2 minutes, 27 seconds, keep doing it. But I'm about to go for a field goal, which means I got to return it to their team. But it's okay because the field goal is good.
Well, they wasted no time in scoring on that drive, and I think the defense has to be wondering what went wrong and what they'll do to avoid it happening.
So here goes,
I guess they figured
well,
who needs ball can
their
play. As long as you
third.
get
I'm
the
kicking it back to them.
touchdown, it really doesn't
So obviously I wanted to try it again. I was like, if I can kick it like I did last time and get up there and just take it again, that'll be great. But unfortunately, the team wasn't fast enough that time. And more music I gotta cut out. Sounded like I was playing I'll Be There For You from the Friends theme song. Oh well. There's MJ going in for an attempted sack. The guy just got it out of there and they almost caught it. Would have been a great pass if so. Actually, it would have been a great catch. The pass was me. That was him just getting it away. So he didn't lose yardage after being sacked. Because if you're taken down wherever you're standing, that's where the ball's going to start next time. Like he almost had again, and that was a great catch. Same dude. Just runs in, like, nope. I do wish I could have used Preeson's character a lot more throughout this game, because the way his character's built also, if people tackle him, they have a higher chance of being injured. So, you know, that's always funny as heck. And right here, I just keep rushing them. So, like, I was annoyed they onside still, and I was like, they're just being a bunch of a-holes. I'm just going to keep charging them. So now it's time for them to punt. I was trying to get MJ up to be able to tackle the dude, because it's not really a sack if they're not QB. There we go. There's Lane. And I was like, haha! And then they got a penalty, actually. On the, I think it was either the kick or for blocking the other guy, but I was like, nah. And then I just decided to dive very last second. I could either accept it and get first on the 10, or I could decline giving the other team a penalty and just get my touchdown. So I was like, I'll just take the touchdown. I don't care if they get a penalty. So there's my new record. Hooray! And I just forgot to put in my name, so I was sitting there for a second wondering why it didn't start. I was like, come on, just play the game. So now we are picking our next thing. We're going up for a field goal. Because why not? We gotta get the extra point. Everybody loves the extra point. I want to see like the classic Charlie Brown. They run into like I run it with the viewers, but then they move the ball and Greg just does the flip from the Peanuts. I don't know. I'm always into just classic cartoon humor like that. Like all the terrible injuries that happen in Tom and Jerry. Here I was trying to kick it a lot lighter so I could try and get it back that way. They called fair catch, though, and the way fair catch works is they're like, oh, we get the ball. There they took the penalty, which there wasn't really much of a difference between the penalty and if they accepted or declined it. And Madden's right. I didn't see that guy signal the fair catch. I call BS. I'm about to burp. Oh, excuse me. So I tried to intercept it there with Lane. Didn't work. In fact, I probably just ended up making it worse. So yeah, first down. They're just going to keep playing through, and they hurry and just throw the ball straight back to keep the game going. Because we got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Luckily, the guy messed up catching it. He doo-dooed. He used the double Z because, one, John Madden said to do it. The other reason being because it reminds me of Dragon Ball Z. And I'm a nerd. So, a nerd who likes football. Football! One thing's for sure, though, I cannot, even in, like, not in this game, but in real life, I can't QB worth crap. Tristan is the QB, a freaking younger neighbor who, again, on this is Yahoo. I think he, I don't know if he still plays QB. He did play QB for a while. And now they are on the 4th down. I think 21, that must have been Lane. Because I think, because I think 20 is Lucas. The Duke of New York, A-Town #1. Which, yes, he lives in Indiana as well. He just got, and that was a stupid catch, but whatever. He got his name from Isaac Hayes. Isaac, yeah. That played Chef in South Park. And the dog is barking in the other room. What a special form of commentary. Watching football and all of a sudden the dog starts going crazy in the background. Oh yeah, I tackled the dude. They can either accept it or just be like, whatever. Wasn't roughing the kicker. He freaking took out the kicker. He just rocked the dude. Yeah, he explains it there. It's like, that's a little dude you just went out and smoked. So I wish I would have had somebody like, again, Preeson. He would have just dead. He's like, okay, they're kicking it out to us, so I went with that. But nope, it lied to me again. You can already assume what they're going to do again, be little a-holes and onside kick it. And then they recovered it, so they get to keep the ball. I was like, what? You guys suck. So then I started to actually start rushing, like seriously rushing them. Which again, my team's defense is already good, so they rush them pretty well, but I actually did get annoyed that time. I was like, okay, I'm just going to start playing a lot more serious with it. So I called the audible. Not that really matters. And there's a sack. He really didn't have a chance to throw that either. The game has 44 seconds left, and the score is 62-20. And there's an interception by Lane once again. Got the... Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Showing off because they were a-holes. And I got an 86-yard touchdown. That was quite a long interception run. A return. Well, I guess it was still a run too, but yeah. So we got that. And here comes another field goal with Matt. Which will, of course, give us the team, or the number of points. Well, I'm sure you guys will already know, but here we go, and now our score is at 69.
Point is good.
If you're gonna make some jokes about it, GB, feel free. Sharzek's Eve, feel free. So here I was like, okay, those a-holes are gonna onside kick it. I'll onside kick it. I was like, I'll just bring that right here. I'll just tap it. And yeah. And they called a penalty on me.
There's a flag on the play.
They're like, hey, you can't do that. Pretty sure that means traveling. I played basketball, and I'm pretty sure that's what that was. He's like, what? That's stupid. So then I did it again. I'm sure you guys can imagine how well this is about to go for me. If not, here it is. Bink.
The kicking team trying to recover this one.
And a penalty. So you know what happens after you get the 2 penalties for doing crap like that? They get the ball.
This defense looks good.
So
I was like, well, poop. Now they're extremely close. I can't believe I'm still talking during this. I figured by halfway in, I was like, okay, I've got nothing else to talk about.
Over to the left. And the catch is made. He had time to go through his progressions and find the open man.
This guy has great
So now the major now the major thing I was going to try and do is just let the clock run out. They have 10 seconds.
Steps up into the pocket, looking for an option. Number 70 got in there for the
There's 4 seconds left, so the game, as you can see, is going to end, and the winner has been decided. Weird thing is, this part I don't have to cut out any sound because for some reason all the sound just went out. There was literally no sound. It's like their whole team is just in awe that this brand new team came in and won against the Madden NFL 2003 Galaxies. But that's okay. We won. There was Preeson was the MVP. Strange. Usually it's the quarterback that's the MVP, but that's fine. The way he was built, he should have been the MVP. Just like again, when we play hockey. Basically, any sport game I can make Preeson now, I make him that just humongous character. Unfortunately, I couldn't give him a shark head in this, but, you know. Sorry, Preeson, I know you wanted another shark head. And Tarvidi also wanted to have a shark head. So, I went through, and then I just kind of shown all the rest of the stats. I should have went through and shown all the players I created, because there's a lot. I spent like 4 hours making people. But, that's fine. It doesn't matter anyway. I gotta get this up. I gotta edit my audio. Then I gotta... What all do I have to do? It's 150 right now. And it takes forever to upload off my laptop and stuff. Plus, it takes forever to save it. So I need to edit everything, get everything ready, align it, render it, upload it. And I gotta try to get that all done today. So, good luck to me. Here's all the stats for anybody that wanted to see them. And I'll just kind of go through the stats. And other than that, I'm actually in the part. So if you actually care to see all the stats, I rushed through them, but you can pause on the video and see it. So I'm going to end this part now. I'm JKU390. Enjoy the Super Bowl, everyone. Or if you already watched it, hopefully you enjoyed the Super Bowl. If you don't watch it, that's fine by me. I'll probably watch it. But until next time, guys, later.